intended, but the effects sound's going to be post-fader.
Okay, live, faders 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to Clearly Canadian. I'm at Uncle Charlie's here with two members of Harum Scarum.
Good day.
How are you guys?
Very good, how are you?
Doing all right. Anyway, I was just wondering if you guys could tell me something about the band, how you guys formed, and a bit of the history.
The band's about 4 years old now. We've all been doing this since we were really young, in our early teens, and we were all out playing in cover bands and that sort of thing. And we just decided that that wasn't the way to do it anymore. We were all sick of doing the Canadian doing cover tunes and that kind of thing. So we got together and we decided to form a band that would basically really concentrate on recording, writing songs, and playing originals.
Oh, yeah. And you've been together for about 4 years,
yeah,
just jamming around, and
yeah. Well, actually, Darren and Harry have been together for what, 10?
10 years.
Oh, really?
10 years.
We had a record deal a long time ago when we were little kids. A band called Blind Vengeance, heavy metal speed band.
Oh, right on. That's quite a change then from...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we grew up.
Oh, yeah. And what are some of your influences? I mean, listening to the album, I tried to pick some out, but...
I'm not so sure the album was influenced by anything in particular. I just think what we grew up on is individually, we all, in some way or another, like the same material. And, like Harry's big influence is Queen.
Oh, yeah?
It always has been and still is. And I like any kind of music as long as it's done well.
Yeah.
Van Halen's,
yeah,
that kind of thing. Def Leppard actually was a big influence, I think. You can take stuff from anywhere. I mean, you can. Yeah. It's really hard to narrow it down because we all listen to such a varied, a different arrangement of music. Mike's, a little bit alternative. He listens to, Jane's Addiction, that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Harry's real pop oriented. I'm more heavy guitar oriented. Darren's.
I like everything. Funk, everything.
Oh, yeah.
So, just kind of bring in influences from everywhere, I guess. All subconscious, I suppose.
Yeah. But while listening to the album, I was real impressed with the full sound. Like usually the first album is usually real sparse and stuff. You guys really work on the production part?
Yeah, actually, me and Harry co-produced it, and we've been doing all kinds of recording for like the last 4 years. Like I said, we were a recording project before we were ever actually like a playing band.
Yeah.
So we really wanted to make sure we had our hands in on the production, make sure it came out the way we want.
I guess having your own studio to work in helped a lot too. Eh?
Yeah, it sure did. We did about half the record there. So.
Yeah. And what the hell else were we gonna ask?
Edit.
How about the songwriting? How do you guys work out the songs? Do you just sit down and write?
It can be sparked by something different all the time. Sometimes it'll start with a melody idea or a lyrical idea. Sometimes it'll be a guitar riff. It just really depends. Every song's totally different. So.
Oh, yeah. How was it working with Christopher Ward?
It was pretty cool. He was great to work with. You learn a whole lot from working with a guy with as much experience and time under his belt as he has. But it was pretty neat. We flew down to LA, stayed at his house for about a week.
Oh, yeah.
Wrote a couple songs, and Hard to Love made it on the record.
Yeah. And I hear it's big in Germany now.
Number one somehow,
single.
accidentally. I don't know. It wasn't even released.
Yeah. Are you guys planning any big trips to Europe or the States? Or?
Yeah, we're working on it. We're gonna try and go. Hopefully, set up some actual touring.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And are the States in the picture there too, or?
Got a thing in New York soon.
Yeah.
Got a showcase out there.
Right on.
We're hopeful.
Lots of work ahead of us yet.
Yeah. And your column with Canadian Musician. Enjoying it? Like
yeah,
it?
It's neat. I've always read Guitar Player and that sort of thing, so it was always really exciting.
Have you been involved in teaching or much?
A little bit. I mean, I teach column the odd time just for some extra cash, that kind of thing, but I don't really have the patience, so it's a lot easier to do a column and you just ship it out to people, and if they want to do something with it, they can. You don't necessarily have to sit there and go, okay, I got no patience.
Yeah, I don't know if I should get into anything technical, but what kind of equipment do you guys use on tour?
Trojan,
yeah. That's the important stuff. That's about as technical as it gets. We use Trojan.
Right on.
Safe touring.
And
videos, how do you guys like making the videos?
Oh, videos, you don't even realize what goes into a video until you actually do one. When our first video took, was it 4 days? 4 days, like 12 hours a day. And you spend more time sitting around waiting for the crew to get it together. And
do you guys have a lot of input into what goes into the video?
Yeah, Well, we basically put our lives into Dennis Beauchamp's hands, and he's the director of the videos and producer.
The only thing we really insisted on, sort of, is, we're not actors, and there's a certain cheese factor involved when you're making a video, no matter what.
Limburger factor.
So what we like to do anyway is just, as far as our own parts, we keep it strictly performance, which is what we do. And for any acting or anything like we did in the Honestly video, we got Judge Reinhold, but an actor, and we're not. So
Right on, Judge Reinhold.
yeah,
This band is actually just stepping stone
Yes.
to our acting careers.
Yeah.
None of us really want to
We're
play
going to do
music.
movies soon.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about videos? Are you comfortable doing them? Or?
It's kind of uncomfortable doing them, but when they're done, they're pretty neat. When they're done, it's okay. But just doing them is really kind of strange because they put a camera on you like this one, and they go, play. And it's kind of strange, but
Okay, well, what else can I ask you? I guess it's enough, isn't it? What do you think? Oh, thanks a lot. Okay, I'd like to thank Pete and Darren for being my first guest on my first show.
Oh, is it your first show?
Yeah, very first.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Wow, I feel like Terry David Mulligan now.
We can hang moons and really go out with a bang.
And I'd like to thank Uncle Charlie for letting me do this interview here. And
Thanks, Uncle Charlie.
Yeah, we'll catch you after the video. Guys are about 15.
Oh, let's
That's
move.
awful.
Let's move
That's a
here.
terrible thing.
Don't worry about looking at the camera.
I'm not, don't worry.
Okay.
You should have hold that mic like a phallic symbol.
Thanks. This is like a
If
first.
that in fact were my penis, that's probably exactly how I'd hold it.
By your knee?
Well,
Hey, well.
I wish. Is this your first show?
Zoom in
That's
on
great.
our
That's great, man. What's it for?
ugly kick drum.
Well, I'm going to be doing a video show starting in September, and I just try to
Great.
get as much interviews and videos together as I can
Good
before
stuff.
we start.
And we're the first one you've done.
Yeah.
Really?
And
That's cool.
one of the reasons I'm doing it is because a lot of bands come through town and people don't know they're here, don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have much music, there is no other video show in town.
Yeah.
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 And,
There is much music here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it all day.
But it's incredible. Like Sarah McLaughlin was just here, and she just filled up 3/4 of the stage for us theater, and she should have filled that up.
How big
easy.
is that?
Just 700 and some odd. But that was a real disappointment because, she can go play in the Orpheum and fill that place no problem.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, a lot
How
of.
many does this place hold? About 40? 40 wet?
I'm not really sure.
40 shrunk?
I'll say 200.
But
Tops. As long as it's 200 bitches, that's all that matters.
Oh, 200.
But as long as the people know the bands are here, they'll show up.
That's 400 breasts.
Do they know we're here? Has there been like
They will know
advertising
in
and stuff?
September.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good.
You guys don't know what you
Good.
missed.
Has there been any like promotion?
Actually,
is this?
Yeah, there's been a bit, but it's strange. Like the radio station, if somebody like a country and western band comes through there.
The genitals,
Yeah.
no?
Go figure.